outing dummy thing?
Oh, that was we wrote a sketch, me, Artie, and my friend Blaine Capatch wrote a sketch where a ventriloquist dummy outs him because he's closeted gay.
Like, I'm the ventriloquist and the dummy tells the audience I'm gay, and I start beating up the dummy.
It's like such self-hatred. It really worked.
And where would you write these? You go to work and sit in an office together?
That was actually me, Patton Blaine, and David Herman. We all wrote that together.
Just riffed it. It was really fun.
It was one of the few times where you just threw out, like, it actually worked. It was, like, sort of organic and fun. And
just rolled.
Like the way it should have been written. It was really
you
fun.
write this stuff and you submit it to some guy and he...
We would, like, pitch every Monday morning to the producers, and then they would go, okay, write that and that. Those two sound good. And then you'd write and usually, like, try to get it in by, like, Wednesday or Thursday.
Another great I should show you this, Howard. You'd like it because it's up your alley. Is I played a really bad DJ giving a eulogy for another DJ at a funeral.
Yeah, but he can't lose
it in the voice.
Yeah, he can't lose the DJ.
And I give the eulogy in the DJ voice.
Oh, that's great.
And at the end, I give prizes out to the people.
Oh, no.
Like free tickets.
Yeah,
so
free
bad.
And Patton pretty much wrote that entire thing, and the dialogue was amazing.
Well, yeah, because you riffed it in a meeting, like, I have that idea for this DJ. I'm like, well, what if he's giving a eulogy to feel he can't not be his horrible morning DJ
Right.
show?
That's good. That's a good one. Chauncey, you're on the air.
That's a really good one.
Hey, Chauncey, how you doing,
Chauncey,
man?
you're on the air. Go ahead. You're on with Mr. Patton Oswalt. We're coming out with food kind of
Now, you know what? It was stuff like we're gonna warn this fella at 23 minutes on the high side.
Yeah, on the high side of 9 o'clock. We're having our fog hat flapjack snack attack down at the IHOP on Route 29. Bring a plate, stack 'em high. Like, it was just the most ridiculous. It had nothing to do with the guy's death. It was so sad.
So when you're on that sitcom, you have to sit and memorize your lines, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they change the script during the week, so we don't really need it memorized till Friday.
Right. So
very casual.
But how many lines are there? There's not a lot.
Not for me, no.
I couldn't do it.
I do a lot of, like, entrance and exits. Like, hey, those are some crazy shoes. I just leave. And,
goodbye.
All right.
See,
thanks.
you could remember that.
Chauncey, you there or not? I guess not. All right.
My salary on the Norm Show was $35,000 a week.
Wow. Really?
1 week, this was my extent. I'll do my line for the whole week. This was it. I go in and I say to Norm, are you thinking what I'm thinking? And Norm goes, no, I'm not thinking of cheeseburgers. And then I leave the room.
Nice.
35,000.
That was my week.
Oh, wow.
I got a check for $35,000.
How happy were you?
That was the greatest time of my life.
You have weeks like that?
Oh, yeah. We call that, we have a name for that. My friend Dana Gould calls it jetpack acting. You just fly in a jetpack, say hi, and right back out.
Are you getting $35,000 a week or more?
I don't think he can't say because the show's on.
Yeah, I don't want to say now.
Right, because you mean other actors might get upset.
Yeah.
I told my salary while the Norm Show was on. I said my salary on Conan O'Brien, and I almost got fired. They called me and they said,
you're killing us.
There are accomplished actors making less than you idiot.
Keep it quiet.
Yeah, right.
All right, you up for doing some news?
Yeah,
You a political guy?
Oh, yeah.
Anti-Bush?
To the point where he was at the Pittsburgh Funny Bone the week after I was chanted off stage, not booed, chanted off stage by 300 people.
For saying what?
Pounding the tables. They were screaming, just doing all my anti-Bush stuff.
Right.
And they were pounding the tables?
They were pounding the tables and chanting Bush rocks, and I had to be walked through the audience.
Bush rocks, come on.
Bush rocks.
Bush rocks. What, in a country where Britney Spears is followed around, I guess Bush would rock.
Yeah, at this point, he would rock. It was insane.
Bush rocks.
Bush rocks. And they had to walk me through the crowd and lock me in the office upstairs because guys were trying to kill me.
Are these young people?
Yeah, that was the thing. They were all, like, in their mid-20s. It wasn't, like, old. Because I did a show at 7 for, like, people in their 40s. They're like, aha, that's funny. And then the 9 o'clock show, 20-year-olds are like...
Maybe they were saying Bush has rocks in his head.
This was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, this was like right when the war was starting. They were so angry.
Everyone was pumped up, yeah.
Oh, they were freaked out.
And I was there the next week, and the kid MC and said, you know Patton Oswalt? I go, yeah, I do. And he goes, boy, that guy's no fun.
It's fun if you like Terry.
Yeah, exactly.
What the hell were you saying?
I was talking about how I'm sick and tired of people saying that Bush is stupid. Because he's not dumb, he's evil. And people that say that he's dumb, it just makes him... Like, they
like
don't
a nice
see how
guy.
Evil, yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, Bush, everyone says, oh, he stutters, he can't talk. I'm like, the only time he stutters is when he's trying to sound caring or compassionate about people. That's when he says stuff like, it's hard to put food on your family.
Right.
Or he doesn't care.
Or you're absolutely right,
he doesn't care. That's when he stutters. But when he's talking about, like, war and death, he's really focused and poetic. You know, he's like turns into Dylan Thomas. And because I realized if you gave Darth Vader a basket of puppies, he'd look like an imbecile. He'd be like, how do you like those puppies, Darth? They're like, I don't know. Hurry and here, I don't like. And then you go, what are you going to do to Alderaan? You go, we will destroy your... Like, that's George Bush.
So you made these points on stage.
Yeah. And at first...
But what did you make of this woman who went and wore a T-shirt? Her son died in Iraq.
Right. She went to the Bush thing.
She went to a Bush rally, and she wanted to say...
Laura Bush.
Laura Bush. She wore a T-shirt that said, you killed my son. Yeah. And they threw her out.
They arrested her.
Because they can't... They need to stage manage this continuing coup, I guess. They can't have someone
Why is Kerry not saying, don't you see that this war is being mishandled? Don't you see that we're looking bad to the rest of the world?
Here's the one thing about Kerry, because I have a lot of despair, especially now, about the campaign, but what I've heard is Kerry is an experienced politician. He waits till the month before and then turns into a pit bull because he knows
Now you're giving me hope.
He knows about the attention span in this country is not that.
I happen to agree.
So, yeah,
well, that's what I'm hoping, because even in the primaries he was like nowhere. Howard Dean, and then all of a sudden it was like
he just rope-a-doped.
I'm a big Kerry supporter, and I have said 3 days before. I'm not going to bore everyone, but 3 days before the actual election is when I'll really go nuts.
Yeah.
And I did that for Pataki, and 3 days before, and sure enough, we went from 20 points below in the polls to winning.
Right. Yeah.
And I believe Kerry must win.
Yeah, he's got to.
He's got to.
Yeah, because our country needs saving right now.
Yeah, this is a choice between like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. It's not like this guy or that guy. You can either put Kerry in, or we can actually get to see the biblical apocalypse.
It's either light or dark. That's what it is.
Why is it so hard for everyone to see? Chauncey, you're on the air.